Might need some smoke fluid in there. Not much smoke coming out. A couple little drops maybe. I don't know, a little smoke came out when I throttled them up. Okay, we'll just give them some throttle. Then it's all good. Oh, there's Mr. Smith. The smoke units in these diesels are interesting. I'm pretty sure it's by design, but it only gives like really big like puffs of smoke when you accelerate. I mean, which makes sense if you think about it. We're going back up to 50% there. Yeah, it is. It's supposed to rain. And then I don't think the rain is stopping until... Let me take a look here. I mean, of course this can easily change, right? We know what our province is like. Rain, 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 rain. Looks like it's raining. It's not going to stop raining till tomorrow evening. Thursday is just going to be kind of average. Friday, let's see, going into Friday here. And it's going to rain Friday too. So the only break we're going to get, it looks like, is Thursday. The weekend is looking like sun and rain, a mixture of both. Next week's looking nice so far, but I mean, yeah, that could change. It could all change so fast. I'm just using natural light from the window. I don't get to use that too much. Good morning, Tommy. How's it going there, buddy? I think I'm gonna put a tad little bit of smoke fluid in the nickel plate road. Gently pull that out. It just goes in the exhaust. Yeah, natural light is awesome when you can get it to work. It really is. It really cool. All right, let me get a couple little drips in there. Just three little drips, and I'll put it back. Get the stack back in. And that should last a little bit. There we go. I'll get them up to about 45. Little more snow. Everything good in Illinois? Man, Illinois is popular for model railroading, man. I noticed, like, we have, there's quite a few people that come in from that watch the channel from Illinois. And you guys have, like, train shows all the time there. There's Mr. Josh. Hey, Josh. Now, Illinois is super popular. Oh, there we're smoking now, boys. Now we got some smoke going out of that Jevo. Oh, I bet Josh is playing with ye old Bachmans. Bachmans everywhere. Everywhere you look, there be a Bachman. Oh, look at that smoke, boys. Nice. That's how a smoke unit should go. Although it does thin out pretty quick. Man, I tell you, man, if I could afford it, like, I would replace my entire fleet of Gevos and SD70 Aces with Broadway Limited Gevos and SD70 Aces with smoke. But man, the price I got that nickel plate road heritage unit for just blew my mind at the train show. Still blows my mind. No way was I passing that up. Oh yes, and that is the nickel plate load. That is the nickel plate road locomotive that in real life hit the poop truck. And the shit went flying. The driver survived. He did live. I think he was in the hospital for a little while. Yeah, man, it was like friggin' $125 for that fully loaded BLI. And if you look on eBay right now, it's like expensive as hell. I think the last time I seen one, it was 380 maple syrups. Yeah, literally shit happens. I'll never get one that cheap again, unless it's at the train show. Like, I would love to be able to sell my scale trains CSX Jevo and buy this Broadway Limited Jevo with smoke. I wish I could do that, but nobody's gonna buy my CSX scale trains. Well, not for the price to be able to afford that BLI. I don't think I have the nickel plate one here. Got saved. It might be under saved. Nope. Oh, watch list. Maybe it was under my watch list. Take a quick look. See what's going on here. Oh, there's some boxes. There's a nice Canadian Pacific AC6000 with smoke. Fuck, I'd love to have that. That'd be great. I want all the smoke. I probably have to look it up because I don't see it now. Let me go on the search. HO scale VOLI ES44 AC. Oh, that's an ET. ET44. ET44. I think. Crap, I don't know if he's an ES or an ET. I can't remember. I just know it's a G-wing. Okay, I'll wait till he comes around. I gotta look at his I gotta look at the angle of those radiators. What are you? No, I do not think you are an ET. I think you're an ES. Oh my goodness. I said HO scale. I don't want any scale popping up. Oh my god, the prices are just out of this bloody world. Like friggin' having aneurysm and going to convulsions kind of pricing. That's insane. Well, I think that is M scale. Oh yeah, that's definitely M scale. This is crazy, guys. Someone wanting 507 maple syrups for an older Paragon 3 ES44. That's nuts. A regular NS unit. Man, they on some drugs. Oh, and here's what gets me about these sellers. They're silly enough to leave the original purchase price on it. So Buddy wants 358 Freedom Eagles, and he left the sticker price on the box, $264. Oh man, I gotta do it. So have my nice, someday I'll get another cheapy decoder 8-pin, because I got like, I still have that nice Canadian Pacific Kata Class D90. I put the decoder in the CSX. Oh, ye old Bachman. The Bluetooth Bachman. It is a nice looking loco. I'll give it that. The BNSFs are all pretty nice looking. I gotta bring some of these structures over to Lawrence, but that layout's not really designed to have like a house. Oh, you're sorting out some HO pairs? That'd be a really cool idea there, Josh. Oh yeah, there's my gorgeous Kato SD80 Mach. I did a little bit of detail painting to it too. Got the black on the railings, got the steps done. I want to do the venting on it, and I need to put a 8-pin DCC in it. It'd be all kinds of good. I just love staring at it. It does work pretty good, Andrew. I got it like super cheap at the train show back in March. I just had to try it, but it's the Bluetooth works amazing. It's an older Bluetooth, right? Like Bachman was experimenting with it, but it's a big missed opportunity. So like the app is a little bit of a pain in the butt to get working, especially if you have an Android phone like me. But once it gets working, it works great. But the only downside is like the sounds don't come out of the locomotive. The sound just comes out of the app on your phone, which is like really, I think like a missed opportunity. Yes, that is their trucking. That is a BLI heritage unit. That is actually the locomotive that in real life hit the poop truck. That's really easy to find on YouTube. I had to watch it a few times. I was like, is that my locomotive? Damn. Damn. I was like, he really slammed into the septic truck. The driver wasn't paying attention in the truck and decided to go over the railroad, and bam, got smoked. The driver survived. I was wondering about that. I was like, man, although he made a big mistake, like I hope he didn't pay like for it with his life. And man, that was rough. Yep, what I did eventually find out, David, I guess all the sometimes it doesn't say it on the box, but I looked into it, but I guess all Broadway Limited Gevos with sound, they all have smoke. Sometimes it's a little deceiving because sometimes the box will say with smoke, and sometimes the box doesn't say anything. Like the box for this one, it doesn't say smoke, it just says DCC with sound. The smoke unit's still going, but it thinned out quite a bit. Like it only stays thick for like a couple minutes, and then it thins out. I have a Southern Pacific GS4 Daylight. It is a Bachman with sound, but it broke. I'm having no luck with my steam locomotives. So many of them are broken. Like the ones I regularly use, they're all broken in one way or another. My Blue Goose sitting there in the yard is broken. It's waiting for a new tether. Both my beautiful British steam locomotives with the water steam generators. Both their steam generators don't work anymore, but the locos work. My Bachmann GS4, that's broke. It needs a new tether, and Bachmann won't reply back to their emails. And my Bachmann Class J 611, that's broken. Oh my god, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. Yep, like I say, if I had the money, like all my steam locos would be Broadway limited. I mean, I'm not upset my Blue Goose is broken at the moment because it has an crazy amount of run hours on it. Crazy amount. But no, the tether from the locomotive to the tender, and it's kind of my fault when I put it in because it's my second tether. I had one break before. So this one here, when I installed it, I didn't get the wires in the slot correctly. So over the months they chafed and they basically split. So that was my doing. Oh, ye old Bachman. But yeah, I don't know what's up with Bachman. I tried to email several times, and you know, guys, can you guys send me a new tether for my GS4? And my 611, my Class J, it's having a gear issue, and that's another of their modern ones with sound. It's I even took it apart. Like, they're not hard to take apart, and like I can't figure out why the gear's clicking. But when you're running it, you hear click 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 click. I'm just like, ugh. But no, I must say, I am, as much as I love steam locos, I am fairly frustrated with them. I mean, I don't have a lot of money. Like, I survive off enhanced disability, and like, I'm sitting here. When I did have money, it was great. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm sitting here with roughly, Greg, I'm just throwing out an estimate, like probably $2,700 Canadian worth of broken steam locomotives. Oh, the appointment's not yet, Andrew. I just wanted to do a live stream before I got to take off. It's not like, it's nothing bad. It's just like a regular appointment, not a doctor's appointment or anything. Nothing special. Just something I have to go to. Pumpkinator's great. He's up at Lawrence, and just give me a reminder on the weekend, Josh. We'll run them. We'll run them on the live stream. We'll run them on Saturday. I have no problem running Pumpkinator for you. There's some, to get the brass to sound a little better, basically, like, I'm trying to think of what would be best to use for insulation. Well, depending on where you got the speaker, right? Just need a little bit of insulation, and that should get rid of, like, any rattling. So basically, like, any of my diesel locomotives, if they have any, like, speaker rattle, it's usually because the body is not snug enough. So what I'll do is I'll just, I'll get a couple layers of electrical tape, and I'll put it on the chassis. And then when I put the body back on, I'll make sure it's just nice and snug. So doing a couple layers of electrical tape on the chassis will snug the body back on, and that always gets rid of any speaker rattle. Now for brass, I only have the one brass locomotive, the Blue Goose. But all I did, it may seem kind of funny, but so here's the top of the tender for the Blue Goose, and all I did, I put a bunch of just bubble. I just put some bubble wrap in there, and I find that helped a little bit. Bubble wrap's probably not the greatest thing for insulation, but it works for me. I get no rattling out of the, I get no, like, sound rattle out of the Goose. Maybe some real insulation would work a lot better. Like, you know, the stuff that you would find in, like, your basic kind of speaker box, right? Man, you guys are so lucky, man. You guys get so many train shows. We get 3 a year, I think. 3 or 4. All spread out throughout the year. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my province. It's beautiful. But bloody man, we don't get enough train shows. Just give me a moment there, guys. I'm gonna put some lunch in the microwave. Something really quick. The locomotives here should be fine to run by themselves for a minute. Alright, that dinner, it'll take 8.5 minutes to whip up in the microwave. Alright, I gotta put some of my tools back away under here. Out of the way. Oh, I'll put this back. Oh, there's my wheel weights. I love wheel weights for this hobby. They are great. Put those over there. And put that back under there. Really good. Good plan. Thank you, Rick. But this is my little loft layout. Works great for the tiny bedroom. Oh, the CSX. Yeah, just give me a second here. I can fire the CSX up. He is also a Broadway Limited. He's an AC 6000 with a smoke unit. Alright, I gotta get Nickel Plate Road far enough away. I'll put him over, I'll stop him over on the other side of the layout. Alright, he was number 662. Local 662. Local. There, hopefully he comes out of that tight siding. Oh, there's his dual smokestack starting up. Oh, look at that beautiful smoke, boys. That was a beautiful plume of smoke for starting up. Wow. He definitely gave us a show. Okay, let me get the turnout here is so tight that the freight cars just derail, which is not really surprising, honestly. Oh, I gotta bring them back a bit, I think, to get them. Well, let's get them all out first. Oh, the other guys didn't want to come out. Josh will make it to all the train shows. Alright, I gotta move them up there a little bit. Move them up so I can get these out of the way. These coal hoppers, they are Walter's train line, like their base models. They did not come with the coal loads. I borrow coal loads from other coal cars, from other hoppers. So I definitely have to share them because I don't have enough of them. But they're nice budget coal cars. You can just get them from Amazon. They're like 22 Canadian a piece. So even less than US and Freedom Eagles. Alright, we are connected. Now I just gotta speed match these guys and we're good. It might not be too hard to speed match them. We'll see how that works for now. I'll have to run them slow because it just makes it a lot easier to not cause accidents. Yeah, I didn't adjust his volume. also have nickel plate roadies turned down a bit. Alright, I'll give him 20% throttle, get CSX going a little more. I think CSX had a little hiccup over there in the corner. We'll give him a few laps. Or I gotta speed him up a bit. Where's light? Where's number 0? There, we get his lights going. Yeah, he also does a lot of random sounds too. He's great. I think BLI always did a sweet job on those AC6000. That SD40-2, that is also a Broadway Limited. He's an older Blue Line. So all 3 of them go on our Broadway Limiteds. I love Broadway Limited diesels because they're very robust. They remind me of in a lot of ways in the old Athearn blue boxes, because the Broadway Limiteds, they all have die-cast fuel tanks. Like they're heavy, like they're nice and heavy. So when I mean Blue Line, let me show you here. If you're not familiar with the old Blue Lines, let me just grab the box. If I can, I got it kind of buried here. There, I almost got the box accessible up here. I've got so much stuff laying on top of it. There we go. So here's the old Blue Line box. So these were really unique. So back in the day, Broadway made these. These were DC with sound, and all you had to do was pop an 8-pin decoder in it, any basic 8-pin decoder, and then bam, you got DCC and sound. So yeah, they're really cool. I see a Blue Line for a good price. I'll try and get it. Alright, I'm watching very closely to see who's catching up to who. I might have to give CSX a little more throttle. There, they might be good. They might be decently speed matched now. So my coal loads I share between CP Rail and CSX because they're the same size. All right, I'm gonna go see if my lunch is all cooked up. Alright, hopefully everything's going smooth. Yep, we're good. No collisions, awesome, I'm happy. Oh yeah, I definitely have some Genesis. Genesis is very nice. Actually, on the used market, if I have some money to spend, Genesis is my go-to on the used market. I find, me personally, I find like on the used market, a Genesis is, you can get some good deals. I find after and always made reliable locomotives. I've never had one of their steam locos. But, oh yeah. Definitely diesels. I actually just sold one of my my Canadian National SD70 Aces. It's a Genesis. I sold that to George there over the weekend. I didn't need two of them. My old saying is, Genesis does what Bachman don't. But yeah, no, Genesis is great. Mr. Smith in here, he's got a few Genesis. Oh, your car's ready, sweet. Bring it by right quick so I can check out the fresh paint. I'm curious what they all did. Okay, sounds good. Fresh paint. Alright, I might have to speed up nickel plate there a tad. Just a little bit of minor, very minor throttle adjustments, and we're good. Another brand name I have a few of is Rapido. Rapido makes some really nice things. I have quite a few of Rapido's E8 locomotives, but they're most of those are at my girlfriend's place on the bigger layout. I have a couple Bowser. I got two Bowser C630Ms, and the reason why, well, Bowser's awesome. I love their stuff too. But back in I think it was 2011 and 2012, or it might have been 2010 and 2011. They did 2 runs of our local short line, Cape Breton, Central Nova Scotia, and I got 2 of those locomotives. They're very hard to find. Well, should I say very hard to find someone that'll sell one. That's the proper words to use. Oh, see if I missed any messages. I don't think so, though. Nope, don't look there. Don't look there. What time are we at now? 11:44. Okay, it's not so bad. My appointment's at 1 o'clock. Oh, excuse me. A little dirty. CSX, he's still smoking pretty good. I don't think nickel plate is smoking a whole lot. I might have to put some more in him soon. I mean, he burnt through his pretty fast. Hungry. Hungry for that oil. Hey Michael, getting tongue-tied. Hey Michael, hey Roseanne, how's it going? Wanted to get a little ice cream in on the little way out before I got a headache. I had a little tiny bit of time left. Just mowing down on some lunch. And then I gotta get some, I think Nickel Plate Road, he needs a little more smoked oil. He's a little low. CSX still has a little bit of smoke coming out. Yep, he's still got a bit. He's good to go. Do you have a YouTube channel there, trucking? I'm going to pause the layout for a second. I'm going to pause it so I can get a little more smoke oil in the heritage unit here. He'd been burning it pretty quick. Oil burner, this guy. Let's get a couple drops in him and he should be good. I'll give him 2 for now. Just 2 drops of the Mega Steam, and there, we'll fire it back up. Alright, off we go. There we go. Yes, it is, Michael. That is a, it is a Paragon 3, my friend. Everything got right loud. I gotta turn them down. Just 1 second. Oh, why did he go reverse? What the hell? I somehow accidentally threw him in reverse. Yeah, he's the one I got at the train show back in March for like a steal. So like, try not to fall out of your chair when I tell you to this, but the March train show. He was sitting there for 125 maple syrups. You go on eBay right now, yeah, it's a Paragon 3. So it's like, I think it's a 2018 run. I mean, you go on eBay right now, 350, 380 maple syrups to get the thing. Online. Yeah, I know, dude. Like, when do you ever get a fully loaded BLI for 125 maple syrups? Like, I was like, man, that'll like never happen again. I know, guys. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Oh, trucking, man. Ye old Bachman tenders, man. Those wires are pretty fragile. The one's broken on my GS4 too. Oh, Michael, I've been keeping an eye out for the BLI CPKCs. There's been quite a few for sale online, but the price is so inflated. It's just so beyond my reach. I'm still upset that I completely missed the pre-order last year. But yeah, there's one right now. Oh man, it's 600 maple syrups. I can't even fathom that. And then it's 73 maple syrups and shipping. I know, Michael and Roseanne, it's crazy, isn't it? I knew when they started popping up online and they were going to go for a premium. But, you know, I'll continue holding on and being patient because eventually, you know, more manufacturers are going to be doing CPKC. And I would imagine BLI might do another run. And I can hopefully get one for a good price. But at the same time, I am so grateful for the BLIs with the smoke units that I do have. It's unfortunate that the Blue Goose will be out of service for a little bit. It's going to be a little while before I get the harness from Broadway Limited. Me and David tried to fix the harness, but it's in too bad a shape. I just hope that is the only issue with it. Because if there's anything else wrong with it, it's not under warranty anymore. And that's just going to be really sad. But I love all the random noises that CSX AC6000 makes. It has all kinds of funny little random sounds. Hello, On Track. How's it going today? Well, that's all their horns going so far. And then Nickel Plate Road, where's his horn? Where is he at? There he is. Alright, my lunch is done. Alright, just give me a second there, everyone. I'm gonna put the leftover tray here in the garbage so it's not in the way. The locomotive should be okay for a moment. Alright, perfect. Oh, it's all good on track. I have to head to an appointment for 1 o'clock my time. So it's just hitting 12 now. So like in about a half hour I'll have to shut down and get ready to take off. Oh, Michael, man, thank you so much, guys. Michael and Roseanne. Oh, that is amazing. Everything that I make from super chats and the monthly subscriptions is all going towards the hobby, of course. Yeah, I haven't been running the dyno layout much. It's usually just been up at Lauren's place, but yeah, it's the winter time when I really run this layout more. It's just in the summer, like I want to be outside and stuff. But I mean, a rainy day like today, if I'm not busy, of course I'll throw a stream on if I got time, right? But yeah, when it's summer, I'm outdoor person. I gotta be out. Gotta be out in that sun. So basically, like what the donations from the super chats and the subscriptions, I have to make like a separate account where that money will go in, where it's just for the hobby, so I can save up over time, and then I can get something that the layout needs or whatnot. There's all kinds of possibilities, but it'll all go aside and sit there until it accumulates up. But yeah, we all kind of missed the little layout. It's cute. I do gotta fix it a little though, because when I built it, when I integrated it into the whole loft bunk bed, it's not a bunk bed, but it's got a bunk up top. When I integrated it in there, I didn't build any support underneath the table, so now it's got a warp in it, and I compensated by using more little pieces of carpet, but I do have to make some measurements. We got a bunch of leftover wood up at Lauren's, so I gotta make some measurements, and then I gotta cut some up there, bring it back, and then support this a little better. I have to heart that super chat. I love it. Thanks again so much, guys. This is awesome. Oh, CSX is still smoking pretty good. He's doing great. How's Nickel Plate Road doing? Because I did pop some smoke fluid on. But by design, he usually doesn't do really big puffs of smoke until he's under throttle. Yeah, he's smoking, it's just really light. Oh, the switch here was getting a little. I seen one of the box cars on the SD40-2, and he got a little wiggly there, but I think he's okay. He's good to go. Eventually, I'll get some more dinosaurs. Some of the dinosaurs got humans in their mouth. Spino did. Oh, the other Spino's over there in the corner. Another train I haven't ran in a while is I'll have to do it on another stream, but I haven't ran my BC Rail in a while. I got all the for Christmas. My mom got me the really nice Trenton Works BC Rail boxcars by Rapido. These things are like super gorgeous, super detailed. She got me 4 of them in total. But I haven't. Wow, I ran them for quite a bit when I first got them. Oh, they're riding the dinosaurs. Nice. And I have the tender for the Blue Goose all apart. Yeah, I got broken wire there. David tried to solder one of them going into the socket, but everything we did to try and fix it just didn't work. They're all basically cut through from chafing, and it was my own fault. My poor goose. Man, if you can go around the Bachman curves, that's good. I definitely don't like. I have nothing against the Bachman Easy Track. Like, it all works pretty fine here, but the switches, I find, like in my experience, that they can be a little unreliable. But I think that has to do with the warp in my table. On the bigger layout at my girlfriend's place, I use all Kato Unitrack. And I don't run into any switching issues there. Then again, the table was built by a professional retired carpenter, so that's there's not many flaws in that one. Yeah, man, those BC Rail boxcars are epic. Otter Valley, they still have quite a few left, and also they have the Trenton Works CN Rail ones in stock too. They got a few of those in stock. But yeah, those boxcars are amazing. Those are the ones we made right here in Trenton. So in the municipality of Pictou County, we have New Glasgow, we have Westville, we have Trenton, and then we have Pictou, which are basically, those are the main places. And Trenton is only about, let me think here, I don't know, 15. Well, no, I'd say Trenton is about 10 minutes away up the road. And then you got the old Trenton Works steel factory. So those were all built here in Nova Scotia. Hello, Railgoon, how's it going? And then we got, who else joined in? This phone again. How is it going? Oh man, we all love trains here. We all love running trains. We are trainaholics. Oh, I just got to take a look at a few Facebook messages here. catch up on this, and then I should be... Okay, nothing else going on. Yes, sir, Railgun. That is a Broadway Limited AC6000. I'm running all Broadway Limiteds today. So we got the nickel plate road for image unit and the CSX. They both have smoke units. And then we got an old school Broadway Limited blue line. That is the SD40-2. Yeah, I love the AC6000. I did look into it. I did a deep dive into them. So CSX does have a few left, and this took some deep diving, but they're in storage. And Union Pacific, they upgraded theirs. Like theirs have been through a rebuild. So I think the only one that legitly still has some original are CSX, but they're put away. Unknown if they're going to be put back into service. But what a beast of a locomotive, eh? I want to think that the AC6000, like, it might have been kind of like a test bench. And then, you know, from it, that's when the modern, you know, it kind of evolved into the modern Gevos that we have today. Maybe, I could be wrong. Oh, they did rebuild theirs? Okay, I thought they were, like I say, I took a good deep dive into it. It was a little while ago. And then, yeah, I figured what I read is they were in storage, but if they rebuilt a lot of them, then awesome. Maybe they still got some in storage too. Right now, Josh, the CSXs, I didn't turn his volume down. And then we got SD40. And then Nickel Plate Road, I'll give him a toot. Actually, Nickel Plate's up there as CSX. Like I say, I turned the master volumes down a little bit. What's cool with Broadway Limited, and this goes all the way back to the blue line, is if you double tap F8, it'll lower the volume down. And then, you know, you double tap it again, it'll raise the volume back up. And let me think here, I got them. I can't access the function right now, but most Broadway Limiteds, they have an alternative horn that you can select. This train layout, it's integrated into basically a loft. So on the very top, I got my bunk, and then I integrated into the middle of the loft the table for the layout. I just bought a 4x8 piece of birch. I had to cut the length because it was too long. So it's basically, like, it's a pretty small layout. It's basically, it's been a while since I measured it. I think it's 4 by, when I cut the length, it's 4 by 6.5, I think. Yeah, they're roughly, they just throw a different pitch. So the pitch is not the same. But they are very similar. Actually, no. They're very different. No, very different tone. CSX and nickel plate. I mean, they're about the same loudness, but completely different pitch. It's hard to say. I'm not too sure. What's that?
I'm here.
Oh, just a sec, guys. David's here. Oh yeah, it's smoky. I gotta go check out the... I got it. What?
Pot oil.
Oh god, I need pot oil.
I'll put that in the tank.
I'm gonna run out to see his car right quick.
Stones and trains.
Alrighty, I'm back. It's raining outside. We weren't going to stand out there very long. Oh, you got to take off there, Railgoon? Alright there, buddy. Oh, wow, it's almost 12:30 already. Everything's, like, flying by so fast. Yeah, like I thought that was a pretty good spot to put that other camera. There at the corner. I was running 3 cameras for a little bit, but not at the moment. I might do that again. I might get 3 going. Well, I hope you have a good day there, Railgun. No, I don't have any O scale. Just HO scale, double O scale, which runs on HO scale. And then I got a little bit of N scale. It's at 1 o'clock, so that's in about 40 minutes. So I'll run the stream for 10 more minutes, and then I gotta get ready to go. And then after my appointment's over, pick up my daughter from school, and then just kind of go about the day afterwards. That's one thing that's really great about a small layout, I find, Michael, is like, you can kind of get everything. Eventually I'll get the 3rd camera going again, But that specific camera, I brought up to the sun deck layout. But David Smith, he's selling me two of his other cameras, and they're the same one as they're the same brand name as the main camera here. It's got a fairly wide field of view. So I'll move that camera over to that end of this layout, and then we'll be back to 3, which would be really awesome. I can easily stuff it in the corner. Hey there, Lucas. How's it going? Thanks for popping in. Alright, see if I missed any more messages on my phone. I don't think so. Not a whole lot going on today. Oh, I think I gotta slow down nickel plate just a tad. You're catching up there a little bit. But I shouldn't have much of an issue to get a third camera going for my next stream on the little layout here. Pretty quick to set them up. Oh yeah, Josh will, like I say, remind me there on Saturday, and we'll get the Pumpkinator going. Pumpkinator has like the coolest turbo sound ever. Yeah, because sometimes my memory's like a little bit. Not the greatest some days. Way earlier in the stream, I mentioned what I'd love to do, but it'd be so hard to do at the same time. So up at the sun deck layout, up at Lauren's, I have my scale trains, CSX Vivo, and I would love to sell it and buy a Broadway Limited CSX Vivo with smoke. There's one on sale for eBay right now. Like, if my scale trains CSX Vivo was able to sell, which it would be really hard to sell, especially in the Canadian market, I'd be able to get that Broadway Limited Gevo with the smoke unit, I'd be like, yes. The locomotives are very hard to sell, because I get it, man. Friggin' everybody's having a hard time right now. The car is looking good. Because I know my scale trains definitely hold some value. Because, I mean, it's scale trains. Where is it here? There it is. Yeah, I'll just show you on the eBay right quick. The shipping's not bad either. So, here it is. It's a Paragon 3 CSX Gevo with smoke for 353 maple syrups. So, if I could sell my scale trains one, I would so buy this, because I really want my smoke. I love my smoke. I don't know how well the phone's gonna show that. I mean, I think 353 maple syrups, that's a little steep for a Paragon 3. I could try to negotiate with Buddy a little bit. The shipping's about average, it's not horrible. But I mean, if I was able to sell my scale trains for like $350, I'd do it. Because that's roughly the value, the going value for like a scale trains Gevo on the market, give or take. Yeah, it would be $400 by the time it landed here. But like I say, when I go to buy something, I even if they're not taking offers, I always shoot an offer. And like, so long as my offers, not outrageously lowball us, they usually like, okay, cool. Alright, Josh, thanks for stopping in again there, buddy. And like I say, I gotta end soon anyway. Oh, I'll definitely keep that in mind. It'll be, I just know right now in the foreseeable future that is way beyond way beyond my pay grade. Oh yeah, no touching smoke boxes. It will go out. Well, same with the Blue Goose. It can get a little hot too. Bachman. Ye old Bachman. Hit the floor. Vermont Railway Caboose. I have never seen one for sale. But what I did notice on Otter Valley's website, they're doing, if you need one, be a good time to pre-order. But they're doing the pre-orders for Rapido's new run of BC Rail Caboose. So they got the red, white, and blue for pre-order, and the green for pre-order. And with those, they're doing a couple other road names too. But I definitely need a BC rail caboose. Yeah, big time. But I did not pre-order anything. Oh yeah, there's a few locomotives like that. If you haven't seen them seen them yet trucking, check out the brand name Aurora Miniatures. So they're now I know it's not the first time in the hobby it's been done, but they're SD60F and SD50F. They have actual working fans. I used to have an SD60F, but I needed the cash and I had to sell it. David Smith here, he has three of them for sale. Oh, you guys found one? Amazing. That's awesome. But yeah, Aurora Miniatures, they make their locomotives with running fans, little motors in there. Yeah, the BC Rail caboose, like even like older Atherings and stuff, if you see them for sale, the sellers want a premium for them. Like, it's almost better off, like, if you can't find one at a train show, fuck, I might as well, like, pre-order Rapido's next run. Yeah, I really wish I didn't have to sell my SV60F. I missed that thing a lot. That was fun. I mean, you're not really going to see the fans spin on a live stream. But, I mean, the thing is insanely detailed. Like, they put their all into those, man. They're gorgeous. I think my phone made a sound. I'm just trying to figure out why it made a sound. I don't think it was Messenger. I don't think it was text messaging. Alright, my friends, I do gotta get it all shut down here. Oh, don't want CSX to crash into anything. I'll get him stopped. I'll park nickel plate there. CN's good right there. Oh, why is CSX going backwards? I don't recall telling him to go backwards. He should be fine right there, though. He's good there. Power. Alrighty, my friends. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Oh, I actually got... That's not bad, a 2-hour stream. That was pretty cool. That's awesome. Alright. I want to thank everyone for popping in. And thank you, Michael and Roseanne, for the epic super chat. And I better get ready to take off, and I will catch you all later. Take care, everyone, and peace out. Have a good day.